This is the plaintiff, Cherise Carruthers. She says she rented a room in the defendant's apartment, and it was a total nightmare from day one. She had no idea he smoked marijuana every day in the place, heard there were bed bugs, and the guy used her bathroom day and night. She couldn't handle it after 2 weeks and moved out. Now wants her security returned. That's why she's here suing for the $262.50 she's owed. This is the defendant, Gucci Buccino. He says the plaintiff moved out early because she found another place to live and demanded her rent money back. He already gave it to the landlord. She gave him no notice and then sues him in court? What is wrong with people? He owes nothing and feels the judge will agree. He's accused of being a rotten roommate.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Okay. Cherise Carruthers, you are suing Gucci Buccino?
It's Gucci, like Gucci Goo.
Just...
What do you do now?
Gucci
I love
Goo.
you too.
Gucci Goo. Gucci Buccino.
You got the last one right.
Okay, good. You are suing him for $262.50 in what is it?
It's security.
Security that you say he owes you and won't return to you.
Right.
Okay. How is it that you came to be living? You were roommates, or what? How did this work out?
Well, I was looking for a room to share because the house I was living in, the owners wanted to move back in it.
Okay.
And I had roommates. I was there for a while. So the summer is here, and everything's really, really expensive, and I saw a good deal.
Okay.
So my plan in my head, which no one else knew, let me go here and start making phone calls and go on the
just
internet.
temporarily.
Yeah,
So you didn't sign a lease, it was month to month?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I got there and I got the place and I walked in there, but then I had to double check. I was like, wait a minute, it does say share bathroom, but when you walk in the place, this is the kitchen, his room, my room, and the bathrooms in my room. And I was like, wait a minute.
He's got to go in your room to use the bathroom?
Yes, yep.
So why did you rent it?
Because everything is sky high in the summertime.
Oh, okay, well then you knew about the bathroom. That wasn't him.
Yeah, I knew about that.
All right, so you're paying how much in rent?
It was $580. He went down to $525, and he
Okay.
wanted security, which was half of $525.
Okay, so according to you, you paid $262.50 in security.
Yes.
And you won't return it, why?
I didn't give her she didn't give me the $262.
She didn't give you the $262.50. You got no security.
No.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, do you have proof that you paid security?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I have this on paper. Look on that side, right? And I also have proof on my phone.
Okay, let's see it.
You can hear it.
I'd like to hear it.
Okay.
Hold on. So this says, I gave Gucci $500, balance $275 for
And he
rent
signed it.
and deposit. And this says April 4.
Yep.
Do you have something that says you gave the $275?
No, but we.
Oh, well, that's kind of the issue, isn't it?
No, yes, it's on the phone.
Oh, it's on the phone?
Yes.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see the proof
one
on the
moment.
phone.
Wait a minute. Security is supposed to be put aside. You're not supposed to have spent that. You weren't supposed to spend that.
I didn't steal your money. I don't lie to anybody, and I said, whatever I owe you, you get back, okay?
All right, well,
And I
I
said to you, I legally have 30 days to get it back to you. You're waiting until I get rid of it.
Suppose you don't rent a room, then I guess I'm out.
I'll work something out.
Is this before you move out? You're not entitled to it then. You're entitled to it in 30 days.
No, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, but you're not entitled to it then. You're entitled to it 30 days later. You can't demand right now you want the security, like, I mean, that's not. But you're not talking like a guy. You moved in when?
I moved in April.
And you moved out when?
Probably, I stayed the whole month because.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you talking like she did give you a security if she didn't?
I was pacifying her. What I told her.
No, there's no pacifying there. There's like, what are you talking about? You didn't give me a security. You're talking like I don't have the money yet, and she's busting your chops for it. If she hadn't given it to you, I tend to think you would have said on that tape, you never gave me one, and not what you were saying, which is give me time, give me time.
Can I explain it?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, the rent was $550. She gave me $150 on the 30th, and on the first she gave me $350, and I wrote her a receipt. Okay. 9 days later, she said she's moving out. And I said, if you move out within the next 4 or 5 days for the 2 weeks, I'll get you some money back. I can't give you the rent back. That's basically what I was saying. And then she was saying she's going to take...
If you can't give her the rent back, what money were you going to give her?
I was going to give her something, because if she moved out, I could get somebody moved in the 2 weeks. I could put it on Facebook and get somebody, not Facebook, Craigslist. I could get somebody to move in. That's what I was referring to.
Let's hear the tape again.
I didn't tell you how long I was staying, but I stayed here.
You also omitted not telling me that you signed up for public housing, because to be honest with you, if I didn't know that,
my personal business is my personal business. It has nothing to do with you, and it popped up. Things happen.
Turn it off. If you're on a month-to-month and you tell him 2 weeks into April that you're leaving, that's not a month's notice. So wouldn't he be entitled to rent for the next month? Because you're only giving him 2 weeks' notice that you're moving out.
That wasn't my plan, but when it got hectic with the dogs and the pee and the urine, and I
Okay,
just
so
wanted
then
to
you're
get
going to
out.
have to prove to me that the place was uninhabitable, and that's why you left, and not because your public housing came in. But let's assume for a moment that you did give a security deposit, which you don't have a receipt for. If you're giving notice in the middle of the month, you need to now prove to me that you're allowed to leave because he is breaching the warranty of habitability and the place is just uninhabitable. So why would you be able to not have to give him the 30 days notice? In other words, when you don't give 30 days notice, here's what happens. Rent for the next month is due because you're not giving him a full 30 days to find somebody else to live there.
I was uncomfortable there to the point where I was sleeping in my car.
Okay, so
And I
talk
didn't
to
wanna
me and
stay
tell me
there.
how he made the place uninhabitable.
I would come up the stairs. The whole floor was lit with weed. I am a musician.
Lit
I
with
sing.
what?
Smoking weed. When I walked in the house, all I did was smell weed.
Okay, but how's the whole floor lit with weed?
Because he has the whole upstairs. He has the whole upstairs.
Oh, so you mean it's coming down?
I would come in the house and it would be blown with weed. Just potent smell, like just smelling like weed in the house. And I couldn't even go in. I sing, I'm a musician. I couldn't even breathe. I was coughing and choking. The dogs were peeing and urine in the house so bad that I was coughing every time I was in there. It was poop behind my bed. It was roaches on the bed. There was bed bugs in my room.
Do you have pictures of that
No,
stuff?
but I had to get out of there. I didn't even want to stay for the month that I was sleeping in my car.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Can a roommate smoke pot in an apartment without the other roommate's permission?
Yes.
Because?
Because it's 2016, and I think that pot should be okay.
What about, but why is pot different than cigarettes? It's kind of intrusive, right?
Yes, that's right.
Can somebody smoke pot without the other person's permission?
Yes.
Yes? What do you say?
Yes, I think it's just fine. It's 2016, by the way.
Okay, well, everybody's a pothead around here going inside the courtroom.
Was she sleeping in her car?
No.
He didn't know that. Yes, I was.
How did I not know it? You're in a room next door. You were singing. My dogs were wailing.
Who are you?
I'm his daughter.
Come on up.
The day, the 29th of April, I came that night with my 1-year-old daughter, and we had spent the night. He keeps the dogs in his bedroom. There was no smell of marijuana. He doesn't smoke marijuana. And it was safe conditions for my child to be in. It was habitable for her. I would not put her in a disgusting environment.
May I say something?
Yeah.
People came when she was there, okay?
Yeah, that trick that runs in the building.
Excuse you.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
People came up to rent, came up to see the apartment.
Other potential renters.
Other potential renters. She knew them. She told him he's very good. He doesn't come and bother you late at night to go to the bathroom or anything.
What do you do in the middle of the night?
Huh?
I don't even want to know.
I was going to say it, but I won't say it.
No, don't. Go
okay,
ahead.
I'm 60 years old and I got to go.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, okay, so you got it in there.
Yeah. Can you get it out, though? Because I don't want it to stay here.
You want me to come up and help you get it out?
Yeah, honestly. Okay, so go ahead.
She didn't tell them there's bugs, there's cockroaches, dogs. She used to play with the dogs.
Listen, when a plaintiff comes into court, it's the plaintiff who has the burden of proving the case by preponderance of the evidence. You have to prove to me 2 things. Number 1, that you paid a security. And number 2, that the security is owed back to you. But let's assume for the sake of argument that you did pay it to him. You're still giving him too short a notice. I don't really buy this that the reason you left is because it's uninhabitable. I think the reason that you left is because your ship sailed in, your public housing worked out. And I'm finding it particularly hard in light of the fact that you're telling everybody how great he is and how he can hold his bladder or make other arrangements or whatever it may be to not bother you. So based on what is in front of me and based on the law, I cannot order him to return your money. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff just didn't have the ammunition she needed to win this case, and the defendant prevails. Ms. Carruthers, how do you feel about it? I mean, I must say, the way you talked, you made it sound rather terrible living there. How do you feel about the outcome of the case?
How do I feel? I'm accepting what's going on and moving forward, that's all.
I guess that's the best way to look at it right now.
That's all I can do. Like, what am I going to do, have a fit?
Yeah, okay. Good enough. Hope everything's all right now.
All right, thank you.
Good, okay.
Right.
Now here comes Gucci. Gucci. I don't know. It was an unusual living situation, don't you think, where you had to go into her bedroom to go to the bathroom?
I liked her, and we were getting along, so I don't know what happened. But I wish I was smelling the weed.
Well, listen. Sorry about that. Anyway, congratulations. You won the case. That'll do it. All righty. Thank you very much. All right, Harvey, what do you think?
Okay, Doug, I mean, look, when you move in with somebody, you have got to establish ground rules before you actually sign the lease.